Hello there, YouTube. How the hell are you? My name is Vac, and we're here today to play some Marvel Strike Force. So, welcome to Mortytown TV. You know, if you found your way to our little corner of the internet, we're streaming high-level Marvel Strike Force gameplay on a daily basis, and we're glad to have you. Streaming high-level. I gotta quit doing that. So, there should have been already. I got auto notifications set up, going out to our new Discord channel. Has not happened yet, apparently. Hi Alex, welcome back to the stream, sir. There it goes. There it goes, little delay on that. Okay, so we got a lot to do tonight. As you can see, we're looking at a war, and got some progress that needs to be made. So this is the bridge, so I'm willing to do some punch downs on bridge to get things moving. So let's see if we can't take our new X-Force team and overpower one of these mercs. If I haven't already used them this war, I don't think that I have. There you go. This would be a pretty good punch down. Like a real good punch down. So this shouldn't be much of an issue even with the boost. Even with the boost. But this is the bridge. We're unlikely to see a whole lot more of these guys before the end. So I'm going to go ahead and blow them here. And if we hit a bigger one later, I'll just use somebody like Black Order or Inhumans to clear them. So we're going to start this off by applying some heal blocks. And getting some damage out there. She does a lot of damage to those guys. There you go, guys. Spread that damage around. Let's block Riot Guard so that he doesn't taunt. Oh yeah, these guys ain't got a chance. We will go ahead and put it on Taskmaster. Oh, that's right, she's blinded. Pay more attention back. And then we'll do a little slice and dice. She's probably going to knock out about half their team. This should knock out those two over there. Oh man, she'll go all the way across. It's not just adjacent foes. She took the whole damn team out. Holy moly. Pretty good looking team. So we got the ball moving there. We're going to open up some more teams. Let's have a look at what's behind them. And once we get this settled down to a satisfactory place, we'll go and we got our double energy that we need to go ahead and buy and work through all of that. So a 399k defenders with a boost. That's a pretty stiff attack there. Let's see what I've got that can do it. Kind of a punch across for my Sinister 6. Let's see if they can make it work through the boost so that I can save energy on my free-to-play account instead of dropping that boost. And we'll get this thing going. Got a war to win. Had a few new subscribers since the last time I was streaming this morning. So thank you to Brian Courtney and some of the rest. We appreciate you guys being here. We're pushing 200 subscribers now. Pretty happy about the progress the channel's making. We've been going just barely more than a month. And I think for the first 2-3 weeks at least, oh that's bad. The first 2-3 weeks at least, people were not really even aware of us. We weren't really getting out there. Now we're starting to get some eyeballs on us. And I'm pretty happy with our progress. There we go. There we go. I had a good idea this team would be able to pull this off. Slight punch up, but this is a team that's built to kill this team. So, you know, boost or no boost, they're going down. Little pumpkin bombs and...
Riggedy, riggedy, wrecked, son!
Okay, 381k Asgard. Pretty stiff team. Let's see if we can make this work. Okay, that was pretty good. That's what we needed. We needed to they weaponize Spider-Man and not somebody actually that does damage. Alright, so we managed to all live through the Hela Ultimate. That's a good start. Miles is making them angry. So let's try to counter that defense up they've got on Thor and spread all that around. Perfect, perfect. Oh, because there went half our team. No, there went almost all of our team. So I'm going to try to blow up Thor. There we go. And let's see if Spider-Man can't basically solo all this. We need to get Hela dead, which she's about there. So let's start working. I think she's dead man walking, really. So let's start working on Heimdall. If we're going to have any chance of winning this, we're going to need him dead. Or at least stunned. We need him not doing damage. Could use a defense down. There we go. There we go. Keep it going, Spider-Man. Love it. Love it. Alright. He's not dead man walking, though, because he doesn't have any bleed. So let's do that. That. Lovely. And we win. The riggedy wrecked. You don't like it, I can stop doing it. Just trying to put in some Rick and Morty sound bites. All right. That's all a little too low for me to hit. I think the Mortys can take care of all that just fine. So we're going to back out. We're going to have a look. I didn't get a chance to do arena earlier, so we did not finish very well. 5th place. Kind of disappointing for me, but that's just how my day worked out. Alright. So let's get to buying this energy. This is going to come out to a lot of energy. That's what we want. 2,000. Lovely. Lovely. Alright, so going to city, we're working on Carnage. We do not have any of that. We'll go ahead and refresh these. I see these have come back around. We need those. All right. But there's no need to wail out on that when we got all of this here waiting on us. Plus the chimichangas. It'd be nice. It'd be nice. The more the better. I have found all of the positive feedback to be very gratifying. It's nice to nice for people to make you feel justified in your work, right? Nick, how you doing, buddy? Welcome back to the stream. So we're just farming up some catalysts here. This is expensive. Don't do this at home. But I really need these superior basics more than I need anything right now. We got a lot of characters I'm wanting to push to 14. Okay, so that's all we got there. That's our energy spent. We'll be back for a whole mess more in the morning. So let's see now. Events, we're good there. So we need to pick up our milestones. That's great, Nick. One step closer to getting yourself an Ultron. All right. So from here, we'll get the Blitz in a minute. Oh, I didn't realize we had so many raid orbs to pick up. Nick's Games is not on your screen. He's on the chat there. It's weird oddities of the internet sometimes. I can assure you, you're both here. I'm looking at a total of 4 people in the stream at this moment. Still pretty early in. We've only been rolling for 12 minutes. Oh, look at there. Need that. So we need to farm the store. Let's go ahead and do that now. So you don't see Alex either, Nick? Okay, you guys are just not seeing each other. I don't know what's up with that. Chat can be a little weird sometimes. But I can assure you, you're both here. Okay. Let's refresh. Hope we get some more of those marrows. No, but I think I can use these. No, we're actually good on that. Take that. Take that. Refresh again. Take those. Take the isomers. I think I'm good on vibranium. I am. Definitely good. It's always nice to get new characters opened up for farming. No doubt about it. Alright, so that's all I'm doing there. I'm hanging on to those. We'll take that. That's pretty much all I need. We'll grab a Kingpin Vault Orb. So hello if you're just joining us. My name is Vac. We're playing some Marvel Strike Force. Welcome to Mortytown TV. No orb there. Let's see what they got for me. Anything good? I don't think I have a whole lot of tickets. No. Let's refresh a couple times and see if we can get some marrow extract. No. One more. And no, unfortunately. But I'm going to hang on to my war credits. Alright, Alex. I'd get that sucker on a charger then. Now what I'm really hoping to see here, I have enough to get a character to 7 red stars. And the character that I have in mind is Thanos. So I have been refreshing. I don't usually do this, but I have been refreshing the Elite Store. Just to see if I can get Thanos to pop up there. Phoenix is a thought, but I'd really like to see Thanos. Proxima Midnight, also a strong contender, but I'd rather see Thanos. Yeah, he says he's the only one, Alex. It's just people aren't seeing each other in the chat right now. Oh, come on, Thanos. Show up for me, buddy. Alright, so it's not happening today. We'll try again tomorrow. So let's get on with our raid, shall we? Let me pull Baxos up so he can get in there too. We'll go ahead, since we have less time, we'll get on U7. Okay. So we'll get them rolling. This is actually a little bit of a difficult node, not terribly difficult, but I have seen this team stumble here. So it's something to keep an eye on. That made it easier. So according to his alliance mates, I found out earlier tonight, a guy in my arena shard who I've talked to pretty regularly. Oh no, they weaponized Black Bolt. Anyway, a guy in my arena shard that I talk to pretty regularly, who was a fairly regular viewer of the program, who I met over there watching Casinos live streams. Insane Native. According to his alliance mates, he's passed away. So I'd like to dedicate this stream to him. He was a pretty cool guy, a willing compatriot. We like to theory craft together, talk about arena a lot. And I'm going to miss him. I had noticed that over the last few days he had fallen off, and I had not seen him anywhere near the top of the arena. And I hate to hear that. Yeah, I think it's just internet lag, Alex. I'm looking at 4 people in the channel and 4 likes. Yeah, the Locos, we're level 80. We're capped out. We might start leveling a new alliance here pretty soon. We've had a lot of interest in joining from lower level people. And so what we may do is start a second alliance, make it a cluster. We're still hashing out the details on that. I feel fairly confident it's going to happen. I just don't know exactly when or what it's going to look like. We're still talking about names and who's going to run it, and etc. None of my Mortys, I think none of them are in a real big hurry to leave the Locos. There's nothing wrong with being Alliance level 42. We were 42 once. All stages of gameplay are valid. Nice. All right, Alex, we'll still be around then. We will still be around. I'm planning on streaming at least an hour. Probably going to take longer than that. Chat's acting funny, but the stream looks good. We're not dropping any frames. Getting good compression. Encoding. I think we're looking good. So if you're new here and you like what you see, if you'd like to get notifications a little more reliably than YouTube's notification system, I always put notifications into our channel Discord, which you can find a link to in the description below. You're more than welcome. We got funny memes, we got raid and war discussions, we got Ask Vac channel. You just anything you want to know, you can ask me there, and we'll do our best to get you an informed answer. There's a channel where you can look through my roster. There's a channel where you can show off yours. We're trying to get something in there for everybody. Lots of Rick and Morty references, obviously. But if you just want reliable notifications on my streams, which I try to do about the same time every day, you can find it there. Otherwise, we're just trying to get these raids done, win this war, and be cool, man.
Oh yeah, you gotta get swifty. You gotta get swifty in here.
All right, this Mystique is probably the most dangerous thing on the field because she can turn our Black Bolt against us, and that ends up with dead characters. One more node down, just pushing our way toward the end. I don't think we're going to have enough energy to get all the way to Ultimus, but we'll see what we can do. If I can get there with just a few cores, we'll do it. Here we go. Yeah, we're not even going to get close. We might come back in the morning and knock it off. We'll see how much time's left on this thing. 13 hours. Oh yeah, we'll finish it up in the morning. No doubt about it. So we're going to start off going right at Ronin. Oh, thank God we largely resisted that Winds of Watum. Let's get Dr. Strange off the board next. Except now we got to peel off on Magneto. Juggernaut's going to taunt us in a minute and make all of this difficult. Yep. Hopefully we can drop that taunt pretty quick. Not quick enough. All right. Top everybody's health off. No, he's blinded. He can't drop the taunt. That hurt. That got rid of it. Good old Black Bolt. So many taunts. Don't you kill my Shuri. Alright. Now let's start working on getting rid of Doctor Strange so he doesn't res anybody. Then we can start getting with it. Get Magneto off the field. There goes Shuri, but we have a res ready to go for her. Bring her right back. And then now I think I would like to buff up. See if we can't get Pyro out of here. Oh, well, we'll just try to get everybody out of here. With Black Bolt. He's so incredible. Alright. Noble looks primed to get off the field. Alright, we're going to focus on... Let's top off the health. Summon some bots. Let's get those buffs passed around. Then it's either Doctor Strange or Ronan here. Let's get Doctor Strange. I don't want to deal with no Winds of Watum right after I buffed up. Now let's see if Black Bolt can get Ronan out of here pretty quick. Lovely. Lovely. Alright, so I'm pretty well liking our chances now. We're going to go back onto autoplay to start rolling through this fast. It's all just a matter of waiting on Black Bolt to come back around and kill everybody. Alright, I gotta do something real quick while we're waiting. Enjoy the action. I'll be right back. I gotta get my shit together.
Well, then get your shit together. Get it all together and put it in a backpack. All your shit, so it's together. And if you gotta take it somewhere, you know? Take it to the shit store and sell it. Or put it in a shit museum. I don't care what you do. You just gotta get it together. Get your shit together.
Alright, and that node is conquered. And I think I have my shit together. So let's see, we'll do the 50s. And then in the morning we'll be able to knock it out around to the end of the lane, and that'll give us some time to regenerate before we have to go into the next one. Main thing is we get the majority of our lane cleared, at least 60%. We're well past that, and just help the Mortys out. All right, so we'll go right at Nick Fury. Oh yeah, that's good. This is the way to drink a Coke, by the way. Glass bottle, real sugar. Mwah, beautiful. It's like candy, but it's good. It's good stuff. What's going on there? Am I the only one that saw that? That spasmatic juggernaut? That was something. There we go. Let's turn it around, guys. There we go. So this is the last 6 that are going to be on the board. No problemo. No problemo at all. So we'll knock out like maybe 1 or 2 nodes after this, get ourselves positioned well for the morning. And after that, we'll check back in on the war. Yeah, we got another 50. Let's do that. Getting low on cores. Blew them all on those refreshes. I've been wailing out trying to get that Thanos to 7 red stars. I'm eager. And what it is my guildmate, my alliance mate Kopachez. He has the 7 red star Thanos at gear tier 14. And I am extremely envious. Just totally jelly. Totally jelly. I want one. I want one. Also, I'm trying to push my Black Order team as far toward 550 and up as I can. They're about 521k right now, I believe. I still have 1 more T4 ability I need to buy on Corvus, and then he'll be the first completely maxed character I have, as in he has gear tier 14, all of his abilities maxed, and he's 7 red stars. I see that my friend from work who plays with us has just found out about Squirrel Girl. Rest in peace, hero brawlers. Rest in peace. I was very fond of that team. It sucks to see them go. But I'll move my Captain Marvel over to my Kree team, I guess. Welcome back, Alex. Made it back before we even finished the raid, man. And just like that. Just like that. Okay, Alex, whatever you want to play, man. Enjoy yourself. I'm going to stand up, stretch my legs. I've been known to play, over the last couple of years, another game here or there, just to get a break. It's rare for me to play a game for 2 solid years. It's especially rare for me to play a game exclusively for 2 solid years. And I very nearly have, but I like to mess around with some Terraria every now and then. Just a little something, just something lighthearted, you know. All right, so we're not going to do 100, so that's the last one we're going to do there. So we'll jump over and start up. We're late to this raid, but we're going to make it up. So I hate to do this, I'm just jumping the hell out of short bus today, but it is what it is. So Mystic or Skill, my best team here is, that's pretty much Asgardians, right? Which is not my best team, but there'll be more than enough to run through this content. All right, next one. After this, I think we'll move up to where we can use bio characters, and that'll be excellent because we can use our symbiote Spider-Verse. Which is a great team for raids. I mean, just fantastic. So if you're just joining us, welcome. My name's Vac. We're playing some Marvel Strike Force. What up, my glip glops?
Wubba lubba dub dub!
All right, so we definitely want to get that charged up back Black Panther off the field, but the whole field just shredded because of, you know, because of power levels, basically. Move aside, whale coming through. All right, 3 more nodes. We're on a roll. We're on a roll. We'll get these. I should have checked the war. We'll be fine. There's plenty there for the Mortys to chew on. We're working our way through the bridge right now. We're punching up on a Goal 3 alliance, so I'm not expecting too much. But I like our odds. I very much like our odds. Look at this. What is this? Look at this. It's like we're in a horror movie all of a sudden. Piece of cake. Remember, everything sucks. Watch Morty TV.
Nobody exists on purpose. Nobody belongs anywhere. Everybody's gonna die. Come watch TV.
Fantastic. Some of these nodes get sort of long load screens, but there's like 15, 16 characters they're loading in. So hey there, if you're just joining us, my name's Vac. We're playing some Marvel Strike Force. Put your favorite music on, settle on in. Welcome to Mortytown TV. Any questions or requests, you just feel free to throw them on out there in the chat. We'll accommodate as best we can. If you're new here, you can get updates on the channel in our Discord server. Link found in the description below. And pretty much all streams and new videos that I'm trying to do as much short form kind of video content as I can. I know that's what people really come to YouTube to see, not so much live streams. They have questions about the game and they want them answered, and that's reasonable. That's what I use YouTube for. So we're going to try to accommodate that as much as possible. And the way I've been going about it is I've been interfacing with the community a lot, talking to people here, talking to people on Facebook. And so basically the questions that I get the most often, I've been trying to make videos that address them. I still have a video in the works that I'm planning for War. It's a little more involved. It's taken me a little longer to get it all together. But we're getting there. So now we're on a bio lane. And bio lanes, it's just all symbiotes for me. At 400k, this team can pretty much roll through all this PvE content. You know, they can't do U7, but they can do all of these fucking Greek raids without issue. Pardon my language. Slipped out. And, you know. Yeah, and Bust the Move, man, they're a great raid team, dude. And then all of the healing and sustain that they have is just incredible. Like, they are a truly impressive raid team. Welcome back to the channel, by the way. Haven't seen you in a couple days. Glad to see you here, buddy. Alright, let's see here. A little healing for Baxos. Let's get this thing going. Looks like that cable's probably a dead man walking there. So we'll just worry about this other cable. Man, you know what? Adding BB to anything and everybody dies. No doubt about it. That is just what BB do. He wrecks stuff. Okay, so we're not doing that. So that's all the damage we're going to do there. What's one again? Once again, we'll finish that one up in the morning. So we're done with raids. Let's go back in and check on the war. Down to just the last few teams in Bridge. Ooh, a 500k Asgardians. That's pretty serious. So what we'll do is we'll worry about this 355k shield team for right now. And I can clear that with easily with my Brotherhood. And that's what we want to do. We want to get this bridge down. This is going to skyrocket us ahead of these guys for the moment. They made a real strong push, man. They went all the way from up near the top all the way to the bottom in like less than an hour. They made a strong push on us earlier. Definitely a concerted push. But they didn't really drop any of our big rooms. Although they did move through reactor. So who knows? All right, so anyway, in this matchup, it kind of behooves you to hold off on using his ultimate and try to disrupt Coulson. What's up, Phantom? Welcome back to the stream, buddy. Regular viewer of Mortytown TV. Glad to see you, man. All right, so now that we have him disrupted, then we can start laying in our damage. We'll pull everybody together here in a minute. I'm getting my war attacks in right now. That's what you're looking at. All right, so we'll grab everybody, pull them in tight. They're gonna stealth medic, but that's not gonna make that big a difference. Okay. Yeah, we really just have to hit adjacent people, and that'll go our way pretty quickly. There we go. Well, we got a bleed on her, but she healed herself. All right. He's pretty much dead, so now we can go ahead and get medic out of there. the number of squirrel and nut jokes that's going on in Alliance chat right now is not right. It's not right. Don't get me wrong. I think Squirrel Girl, like there was no Squirrel Girl when I was reading comics as a kid, and it sounds kind of silly, but it's comics, right? If she's good and she goes on a good team, I'll be happy with her. Regardless, I mean, she's not the only Marvel character that's kind of got a silly premise. Okay, so what I'm gonna do then, I could easily take that 500K as Guardian with some of the teams at the top of my roster. Thank you very much, Frank. Welcome back to the stream, buddy. Thank you very much. It's probably gonna end up being that way. Yeah, you're right, Phantom. It's probably gonna end up being that the Young Avengers will be better than the Avengers, and I hope that soon afterward they rework the Avengers, because for God's sake, that's the team that got everybody into this game. You know what I mean? It was the Avengers, the movies that pulled everybody in. So you would think Avengers would always be the premier team, but no, they got left in the dust rather quickly. Okay, so I'm going to grab Baxos, and what I'm going to do is, let's see here, how much energy has he got? Who's he got to spend? He's got 5 energy, so he needs to start spending some for sure. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to make things easier on Vac, I'm going to jump in here with Baxos real quick in a tiny team, and I'm going to eat up as many of these guys as ultimates as I can. We'll say we'll take Sinister 6 in there. They should just live a turn or two, eat up some of their big moves. Hopefully get as far as the taunt. And what I'll do is I'll go ahead and swap you over and let you watch that. Okay, so here we are. This probably will not take very long. So we got past, if nothing else, we get past the Loki and the Hela ultimates, and that was the main thing, right? That's going to make things way easier on Vac. So we'll swap back over to him. And now we can finish off this bridge. And I got a bunch of options to do this with. Well, I got a few options to do this with. Black Order, almost certainly run right through them, right? X-Men could probably pull it off. And Inhumans is another strong candidate, right? I don't know if I want to punch up that far with these other teams into buffs. So I'm looking forward to seeing what Beast does with X-Men and what kind of raid team you can put together for them now. That's going to be interesting to see. Let's try Inhumans. Let's try Inhumans. This is not a matchup I do very often, but let's see what it looks like. And I'm figuring they're gonna have a taunt that they're gonna pull up pretty quickly here, but it ain't gonna matter with Inhumans because we're just gonna AE everybody. And they'll stealth, but it ain't gonna matter because we're just gonna AE everybody. All right. Oh, good. I'm glad. Chat was acting pretty wonky earlier. All right, so. There we go. They'll stealth. Good. If you're going to kill anybody, kill Karnak. Let's pass some slows around. And then we'll start the AE train. Platail. Looking good so far. God of Thunder's trying to ruin our day. Don't you die. All right. So we'll see if we can't clear that taunt. No such luck. No such luck. But we got the nice single target attack. Didn't do that great. But we're still in good shape here. So So that passes energy around everybody. Crystal's still keeping everybody topped off on health. There we go. Oh, Thor, why you do this to me, Thor? So now we start some more A-Train. We're going to try to get everybody wore down so that Black Bolt can finish them off. Alright, thankfully that didn't kill anybody. Let's give everybody some offense downs and hopefully give Black Bolt a kill. There we go. And then Black Bolt himself is going to come in and wreck things. And that should get rid of most of the team. Hell is going to summon the hell out of Greg's because of that, unfortunately. Because we are on war offense, right? So they're on defense. That's where she gets to summon all those Gregs. But I don't, unless Sif can taunt pretty quick, I just don't think that's going to save her. And we'll just wear all these Gregs out with our next AE, which is coming. Nice. All right. So now these Gregs ain't got nobody to heal. So we'll just start working them out of here before they do that. Now they got to kill themselves and we win. Easy peasy. And that's going to give us a nice lead on these guys, because that's another 200 points right there on top of what you just saw, being the bridge. So 620. So we've doubled their score. We're looking pretty good. So what I'm going to do now is call reactor. And we're going to make nut jokes. Poor Steve Rogers. I know. I know. So let's see. I don't think I got much I could do here. I mean, the 370 I could certainly send somebody at. Let's see what I got. I could say Black Order for morning. So it looks like I could use somebody to take out this these guys here. I think I already used my power armor. I did. So we'll have, in the morning, we'll be able to use AIM, Black Order, who's at 572k with the war buffs. Oh! So we can clear anything with that. We can clear anything with that. Wow, that's the first time I'd seen that number. Whew, man, I'm getting blurry. Oh, I can't. Oh, my heart. Whew, man, that's awesome. So we still got a little more to go, and I am desperately trying to get that 7th red star on Thanos. So here's hoping that we might be able to get that team up to 600k in war. Woo, can't wait. Can't wait. So I'm looking forward to that. But for right now, let's take this Fantastic Four and go knock out these punt fenders. What do you say? I haven't seen a better BO in the game yet. But I'm not swimming in those same waters where you'd see them. Right? If we were up a little, if we were out of the gold and into the next league, then maybe we'd see more stuff like that. But we're just not there yet. Yeah, I'm pretty proud of it. Corvus is going to end up being my first fully maxed out character, meaning that he's gear tier 14, he's got all of his abilities maxed out, and he's 7 red stars. Like, that's coming soon. I've only got one more ability to buy, and he's done. I mean, done. So I'm looking forward to that. And same thing for Thanos. If I can get that 7th red star on Thanos, completed. So that'll be 2 Black Order characters that will be 100%, can't raise them any further, no more improvements that can be made. I'm pretty excited about getting to that point. And even after that, the only things I'll have left to do is get more red stars on Proxima and Maw. Don't even say that, Nick. Don't even say that. Oh, man, you just ruined my day with that. Don't say that shit. I don't even want to hear about Gear Tier 15. I don't want to hear about Dark Dimension 4. Just let me have this for a moment. Just let me enjoy this, Nick. I'm kidding.
For real times a million, buddy.
Well, if it does, then I'm going to do it, Nick. You know that. You know I'm going to do it. That's pretty much my that's my Dark Dimension advice from top to bottom. Is it sucks. It's not that fun, but do it. That's just sort of where I'm at on it. Okay, so I'm going to really don't have any choice. I'm going to have to reserve for the morning. Adrian, my total collection power last I looked was 10.5 million. Let's have a look, shall we? Yep, 10.5. I am ranked at 86th overall on the top 100 leaderboard list, right between Whisper and Scrooge McDuck. I've been floating above Puppy Muncher and down below Puppy Muncher for months now. I've been in the like 82 to 89 range for the better part of a year. So it's pretty stiff competition up here. But if I can get this Black Order jacked a little higher, and you can see that's their 521k is their natural strength. And we're working on that. I'm going to keep refreshing I'm going to keep refreshing the Elite Store every day until I finally get that Thanos. Can't wait. And we're just going to keep working on it. So I got 100 energy. I don't know where that came from, but let's spend it. A lot of shit to work on here. You can see that we've got some T4s we've got saved, but what we're saving it for is this. Bloodletting. So this is my 7 red star Corvus. He's the strongest character on my roster now. He just passed up Thanos. And so I got one more ability that I can put into him. I don't know what that's going to finish him up at, but probably somewhere in the 115 to 120 range is going to be about the finish line for him. And so I think Thanos will eventually pass him when I get the 7th red star on him, but that will make him top dog pretty convincingly until then. And this guy does great damage for me in Arena. Great. Speaking of which, let's go fight in Arena. And we'll see this team in action. So we're just going to grab one spot. Who are we fighting here? Who is that? Bushy. Okay, so now I have not seen this guy wielding a full Black Order yet. This guy's new. Nice. I don't recognize the name, so I don't know if we just merged with a new server, or if he just recently put this team together and rose up to the top with it. Either's likely. But what we're going to do is take his Black Order apart. We're going to start doing that. But you want to target somebody that will make sure you hit 3 opponents. So we're going to go after Proxima there and make sure we hit this squishy left side. Right? And then you really want to make sure that your offense down with Proxima hits Corvus. He's their high damage character. So we want to make sure he gets that offense down. Also, he and Proxima are in a bit of a pickle right now because they're damaged pretty badly. So he flipped on me. Now I'll flip everything back. And that gives me a huge advantage. In fact, Corvus is dead at this point. And now I can buff up. Here comes Corvus, wrecking the big guys. Took the tank to half health in one shot. Nah, Call really isn't the best damage dealer. He probably gets more hits through the course of a fight because he does a lot of retaliatory attacks. But Corvus has the highest damage stat by far. He does almost exclusively piercing damage, which is just brutal. And he gets, if anybody's going to see, if anybody's going to get a one-hit kill, it's going to be Corvus. So let's drain some health, top our guys off. We'll reapply our taunt. Let's slow it down and throw a moon on these sad suckers. Yes. Hopefully kill Thanos. We did, and Corvus. Nice. So this thing's a done deal now. It's just all over but the crying. So this should kill Proxima. There we go. We'll put the couple in there on him. Wear him down. Beautiful. All right, so there's a spot in the arena. Thank you, Phantom. Oh, me. I'm just being me, man. I ain't acting. But anyway, we'll come back to that in a minute. Well, here's the thing with piercing. Piercing ignores all armor, right? That's what piercing does. So when you're hitting a tank with that piercing attack, you might as well be hitting bullseye or somebody, right? Like there's no armor involved, no mitigation whatsoever. So he's a really good choice for killing the enemy tank. And in fact, his ultimate gets bonus damage if they have a defense up, which a tank usually will. So I'm not saying Cull doesn't do great damage. He does. Those counterattacks do a lot of damage. But as far as like single target, using an ability, then basically there's no doubt that Corvus gets the higher numbers. But I think Cull over the course of the fight does lay down more attacks, and that can oftentimes bring you a bigger damage number overall. So anyway, we'll come back to that in a minute. Let's see here. What all do we have left to do on our daily objectives? Absolutely nothing. So we'll do a couple blitzes. And man, you know what? I don't need them blitzes. Heck with it. What are we at now? We're a little over an hour. Let's go right back into arena and do these 2 attacks. I'll just spin the cores. So now we're going to take off Hodor. Again, somebody I've never seen. So maybe we did get merged with another arena server. So yeah, no big deal. Let's go in here. This is a classic BB Yo-Yo Phoenix hybrid. This is kind of what was ruling the roost before Black Order became a thing. And you can see that he's incorporated a Maw into his group. And he's got a nice Sinister there as well. I don't really like Sinister on defense, but up against this Black Order team, it might work out okay for him. It's really easy with an Ultron team to bait Sinister into cloning an Ultron bot, especially if you have Phoenix, because she'll stealth everybody, and then Ultron will summon his bots, and that means there's a 3 out of 4 chance that CPU Sinister is going to clone a bot. And 3 out of 4 is pretty good odds. So anyway, let's get in there, get it done. Hello, if you're just joining us. Come on in, get swifty.
Oh yeah, you gotta get swifty. You gotta get swifty in here.
All right, so we're going to avoid attacking Phoenix. We're going to hit this right side of the formation. We definitely want to try to get Yo-Yo and Black Bolt out of here as quick as possible. If we can get Maw dead with splash damage, that'll be perfect. So we're going to 100% hit Black Bolt first with the offense downs. I could flip right now, but I'm going to wait and let her stealth, because when it gets around here to Phoenix, she's going to stealth the whole group. So I'm going to save the flip until Thanos' next turn so that I can unstealth all those people. So we'll instead just throw his basic out here again, which will nearly kill Maw, and hopefully will soon kill Yo-Yo because she's cutting my damage in half. Oh, he only stayed alive because of that death proof. Okay, so we're just going to basic attack her and hope that doesn't kill her. There we go. There we go. He's going to clone a Thanos, but it's an unempowered Thanos, so he's basically just going to be tanking. We'll reapply our taunt. We'll jack up Thanos. That clone Thanos is just not going to stand up very long here. Let's top off some health and drain them. That should kill Maw. Now we'll flip. We're going to unstealth all these people, which is going to open up Yo-Yo. Nope, Thanos. Still in my way. Now we got him. There we go. Get Yo-Yo out of there. We just doubled our damage. This thing's over now. So it's just, we got to be careful with how we handle. Oh, that's the Dark Phoenix. We need to get her right now. We're going to get her right now. We just snapped all those people out of existence. So we got them. We're good. We're good. No problems. I wish I'd slowed that down a little bit. That snap animation is cool, you know, but you might not notice it on ×3 speed. He does it so quick, and then it's nice when it does the animation where they all, you know, turn into and they drift away, but that doesn't always seem to go. So what we're going to do now, I'm going to spend another 25 cores. We're going to take this number 2 spot, and then tomorrow we'll be set up to snipe number 1 from Lucky if I don't get busy again, right? It all depends on what I'm doing at 5:50, right, in the evening. So I was on the road today. I couldn't do it. I thought about pulling over, but yeah, I knew I was actually down around 3rd or 4th place, and I was like, well, I'm okay. You know, I didn't want to. I was on a busy highway. I didn't want to mess with it. Sometimes it's okay to take a day off, but mostly that's my most important mode. Is I try to always make sure I'm getting those 500 cores at a bare minimum 450. Today was just an off day. Sometimes you get busy. Sometimes you get busy. So we're going to hit the left side of the formation, get all the squishies. Thanos' basic is just so amazing now. So I can't wait to raise him to 7 stars and see how hard it hits. So he'll flip me, right? We'll throw some offense downs over there. All right. We'll buff who we can buff. And then we'll flip back, which should pretty much save Maul's life if he can avoid getting hit right now. Then we'll slam some damage in there with Corvus. And you can see he took the thing. Oh, there went Maul. We just lost our Maul. But he lost his already, so we're still in pretty good shape. Okay. We'll keep working the big guys. Now hopefully some retaliatory damage will come back on Corvus here pretty soon. One more Moon. That got Proxima. So it's good to break up the power couple. You definitely want to do that. Reapply our taunt. So we're going to do fine without our health drain. That ought to kill Corvus. We're just going to start wearing down Call. He's not going to be able to do much to us by himself. He really relies on having the rest of the team around. So 2nd place. There you go. So we'll sit on that until tomorrow. And then we'll be ready to snipe number 1. Not me again. How are you? Welcome back to the channel. Glad to see you here. So we'll let Lucky sit for now. That's all the arena we can do for the moment. We'll check our high roller. Looks like we do have a few more orbs to pick up. Nothing real good, but we'll grab it. So all we really got left to do is some blitzing. If anybody has a request or would like to PvP, I'm definitely open. Classic or balanced draft, I don't care. It's fun and it makes good content for the stream. So if you're interested, I put out a Dark Dimension 3 video yesterday. 1, 2, and 3, just on my thoughts and on how you should approach it and what teams are best. Yeah, no, the whales are pretty much all rocking Black Order right now. If you're pretty early in the game, then you're almost certainly not going to be in an arena shard that has a lot of whales. You know, there'll be some young whales, right? We got some young whales in the alliance. You know, guys that are up around 3 million TCP and really only started playing a few months ago. So they're wailing out and trying to get up the chain. But even when you put money into it, it's still more about taking time and getting everything done every day. And you can't buy your way to a 10 million TCP roster. There's certainly an element of buying to it. Don't get me wrong. You can't get there without buying some stuff. But it's a combination of the two. You have to play well. You have to play often. You have to play smart, and you gotta spend smart, right? So I buy the red star orbs. I buy the energy offers. I buy my 600 cores worth of energy a day, and so far it's been working out pretty well for me. So we'll see. We got anything else here? Or is that 54 Ultimus? No, 3 milestones. We'll take them. All right, so I don't really need to do any blitzing, but we'll go knock a few out just to fill some time and get some chimichangas, okay? I certainly don't need any more Ronin shards or anything like that, but I'm out of attacks on the blitz or in the war, and I'm just running out of content. So let's just go through my better teams. We'll just do a short blitz rotation and get ourselves to 8-3. Or somewhere up there in that range. Yeah, it looks like a good one. We'll do this punt fenders. So yeah. Just as a reminder, we do have a new Discord channel. So if you're looking for 100% accurate updates on when I'm streaming and when I put out new videos, that's the best place to get that. It seems like sometimes the YouTube alerts are not 100% reliable. But even so, if you could give us a like, give us a subscribe. If you like what you see, we'd appreciate it. It helps us get out there and get seen amongst the community on YouTube. We've been streaming for about a month now, a little more. So I'm still pretty new at this. I've certainly, I feel like I really know what I'm doing with the game. I'm still learning how to be a YouTuber. So any suggestions, any feedback you have for me, I live for that stuff. But Discord link in the description below, and we got you can take a look at my roster. You can show off your roster, and you can hang out at Blitz and Shits and play Roy. There's lots of stuff to do there. I do think it's worth it to farm Graviton. I don't think aim should necessarily be a high priority if you're early in the game, but aim absolutely has a role. Number one, aim is the team you're going to need to beat Villain 7. Just let me put that out there for you right now. So you might as well do most of the Villains campaign with them. They're a great team for taking on, like lower meta teams in war. They're a good war offensive team for sure. They can really punch above their weight. So I don't think that they're as good as Power Armor or Inhumans or Black Order or X-Men or any team like that. But they're definitely high up in the B tier as far as war offense teams. They're a pretty good blitz offense team. And you know what? Let's just go ahead and have a look at mine right now. So I got a 380k aim team, right? I haven't really, like my really good teams I push over 400. But this is a decent team that I haven't really had to invest too much in because I was lucky enough to pull a couple of 7 red star characters. And what they're really good at is just straight up sustain. This is kind of a big punch up for them. Let's go with this rando team here. And so, yeah, I don't really recommend them for a massive punch-up, but what makes them good is that, they have decent damage nowadays. They didn't used to. And the Scientist Supreme rework that happened a year or so ago was just incredible. And so we're gonna start working on that Venom over there. Aim Assaulter here is a great character now. Gets a lot of attacks in. Can really, doesn't do a whole lot in one shot, but over time will do a lot of damage. So this is a good team for countering teams like Symbiotes that put a lot of debuffs on you because they just eat those debuffs. The immunization on the tank will just get rid of them, and then if that doesn't work, then you just flip them with Scientist Supreme. So Graviton does hella damage. And he has some great status effects, and that's pretty much his role on this team, is that he's there to stun people, he's there to slow people, and he does really good damage in the process. So it's not a terrible team at all. So we'll go ahead and we'll top off Monstrosity's health. Monstrosity is also pretty much just a straight DPS character, and they have a really good tank. She can really hold that down and do a lot of damage. So we're going to use Graviton to jack them up and slow everybody. We'll start trying to work down Thanos since we can't get rid of his taunt. We're going to go ahead and flip those debuffs and give everybody a little regeneration, and then get back on Thanos before he tries to self-heal. And there you go, he's gone. So now we'll get back to, we got Hulk still. Damn you, Hulk. You're such a party pooper. We'll reapply our taunt. Now the taunt puts a slow on her. That's actually good, because a slow means it's going to be a little longer before it becomes her turn again, which means her taunt is going to last a little longer, and all you really want her to do is stand there and take hits. She's not doing that much damage. So there's a lot to recommend this team. They don't work fast, and one of the greatest parts about them is even if things go awry and you lose a member, as long as that member's not Scientist Supreme, as long as you just hang in there, there's a pretty good chance that you'll pull through and res that person back passively with Scientist Supreme. And so, we're rolling these guys. This is a 100k punch up, and we're rolling these guys so bad that they're not even going to kill anybody. So I don't think that AIM should be the first team you work on, but it is a team that you will eventually, somewhere toward the mid game, want to put into your repertoire. Specifically when you're really looking to finish off Villain 7 and put Hela on farm. And that's very important, because you got to put Hela on farm if you ever want a Black Bolt. And my friend, let me assure you, you want a Black Bolt. Getting a Black Bolt changed everything for me in this game. Okay, so let's do a little sky bombing. We're going to do a little strafing with our power armor team. Hey, I'm glad I could help, Perfect. You got any questions, you just let me know. Let's see here. I have my Fantastic Four power armor. Okay. Which one of those teams would I recommend? What's up, brother? Everybody, welcome you, Stoner, my brother. Also, the original player of the Baxos account. I would say between Fantastic Four, Power Armor, Supernatural, and Inhumans, I would go Inhumans. In fact, I would go Inhumans, Power Armor, Fantastic Four, Supernatural. That's how I would take those teams up. Yeah, definitely. Okay, so let's get going.
Wubba lubba dub dub!
Okay, so who we want to take out with these guys? Any team is good. That looks fine. They're gonna bomb the hell out of whoever we put in front of them. So there's not gonna be much to it. We're just gonna show off some pretty explosions. So the first thing we do is apply our barriers to everybody. Then we want to pick who's the best character to ability block. And so you got to kind of plan like who's going to do what first. Thanos is going to taunt, Crossbones is going to taunt, and Hulk is going to taunt. And with this team, I don't care who taunts, because we're going to be hitting everybody all at once. So what we'll do is we'll try to ability block Scarlet Witch, which did not work. We're punching up a good bit here, so you got to expect that you're going to get resisted occasionally. So we'll go right at Hulk so we can get some damage in on Wanda. You definitely want to hold your ultimate here with Falcon. You want to use his special and hold the big hitter. You want to hold all the big hitters until you get the buffs from Rescue's ultimate. So in that vein, we're not going to use this special. We're instead going to just do a basic attack on Thanos and work a little health off of him. He's going to taunt. See, now I knew that Wolvie was going to do that, and I was hoping to prevent her from doing that. So anyway, now we're at the Wombo combo. We're gonna lay in the buffs with rescue here, and then we're gonna start everybody's big hitters. So that starts things off. Hers is a great one to start with. You know, you don't really have a choice, but because it applies a defense down to everybody, which is really gonna set them up for this goodness right here. War Machine is a beast. All right, so that pissed off Hulk, but we don't care. They still have a few buffs left, and all those taunts are actually going to help us in this situation. That's why we didn't mind that all those tanks were going to taunt, because that's going to provide free attacks for Falcon on this ultimate here. So he's going to do his strafing run, and there's not a whole lot left. We just mop them up with Iron Man and go home. So this is a great team for massive punch-ups against almost every defense, but a few of the better meta defenses that you'll see. And so for those defenses, you're going to need an Inhumans team. You're going to need a Black Order. You're going to need an X-Men. All will perform a little better against most of the meta teams. And then now it's looking like you're going to definitely want an X-Force team, because they're going to be able to counter Mercs and Asgard, and those are two great meta defenses that really hold people up in war. So this looks like our best bet here, and we'll just shellac them with these X-Force or X-Men, excuse me, getting my X teams crossed up. So we'll stealth the group, give them nobody to attack but Phoenix. There's nobody really too dangerous there. The Thing is going to really do most of the damage, but as soon as we get him hurt, Miss Marvel's going to taunt us, and then shortly after she's going to heal herself. So we're just going to go straight at Miss Marvel. Now we want to keep attacking Miss Marvel, so I'm going to point this at the Thing, so that we make sure we get taunts on other people. If there was a tank, I would have pointed it at the tank, but they don't really have one. The Thing's the closest they got. There we go. Now she's going to taunt on her own and help us. I'm going to extend all those buffs on Peter. All right, now we get our Dark Phoenix launched out. That'll give us an opportunity to finish off Miss Marvel before she can heal herself. We'll go ahead and throw out the AE now with Storm. And that's pretty much got this all over but the Cryon. We'll finish it off with Cyclops. And poor Phoenix, she doesn't even get to do her big boom anymore most of the time. I got to be punching up. I have to be punching up 150k against a super meta defense before she ever gets to do that anymore. Yeah, but you know what, man? It's just one counter, right? And it's one counter that most people don't have at 250k. So, you know, don't let it bother you, man. You know, I mean, like, everything gets a counter eventually. The whole game is about building wide and getting a nice diverse roster so that you have something for every situation. So, you know, they might have one or two X-Forces they can throw at your war defense, and they might take down your Merc team, but then they don't have anything to take down your buddy's Merc team. So it's just a matter of, you know, having more of everything. So let's see if we can't pull something up here for our shield team to take down. That looks like an easy win. So don't let it get you too despondent. I mean, one counter, it's not that big a deal, right? Like, Maw is a counter for Phoenix, but people still using the hell out of Phoenix. She's still a great character, right? So don't let it get you down, buddy. Don't let it get you down. And I know what you mean, man. Like, for the first year I played this game, I really felt like I was behind the meta all the time. I was trying to catch up. I could not. Okay, what we're going to do here is we're going to apply defense up so that Punisher doesn't rat-a-tat-tat us. And we'll try to get Elektra. So anyway, yeah, I really felt like I was behind the ball the whole first year, man, right? Like I never got a legendary on the first pass. You know, I really felt like I was playing catch up all the time. And I started like right after release, right? So I wasn't really that far behind, but I did feel that way. And, you know, and you had all these guys out there like Casino and Valley that were in the beta, and they were way ahead of me. There was no doubt about it. So it took me a while to catch up, but over time, you know, I felt like I was swimming upstream all the time in this game. And I felt like, and I was starting to worry that was just basically going to be my play experience for the whole thing. But about a year in, it felt like I got over a hump. And all of a sudden, instead of feeling like I was swimming upstream, I felt like I was swimming with the current. And everything started feeling real easy. And not only was I pulling in those legendaries on the first pass, but I was even getting some of them at 7 stars on the first pass after a while. So it just is a matter of time and persistence and efficient pay to play, right? With all of that, you can move yourself ahead. And even without pay to play, if you're fully free to play, if you just spend your cores as wisely as you can, and that means largely just only spending them on energy, it will get you ahead of most free to play players that you're competing with. Will it ever catch up to the whales? You know, honestly, no, it will not. But there are a lot of good catch-up mechanics that will get you close, right? Over time, if you're persistent and you play a while. Because there are plenty of free-to-play players that started back when the game first began that are easily in contention in the top ranks right now. So it can be done. It can be done. And unfortunately, we just lost one of the best ones. Because I heard on Casino stream earlier that Insane Native has passed away. And, you know, all our best to his family. He was a great player. He was a guy I talked with a lot on Discord. And we're going to miss him. We're going to miss him. He was a fairly regular viewer of the program as well. So anyway, let's see who we can get. Let's see about taking Black Order. We'll take them in here against this Guardian team. It doesn't really matter who we take them in against. They're going to roll them. Black Order is just too tough right now. And I've got mine pretty well jacked. I saw the writing on the wall with these guys as soon as they started fixing the bugs and I started just rolling arena with them. I was like, okay, this is the team. This is for at least the next 3 to 6 months. This team is going to own the game. So I went whole hog on them, and I haven't regretted that at all. Okay, I could flip here. I could flip here. But I think I'm going to hold. I'm going to hold on that. Because that taunt is not bothering me. Yes, sir. You fire away. I probably have a DD3 answer. I might have answered it in the video I posted yesterday, but we're here. You know, ask me what you got to ask. And if you guys ever have a question, and I'm not streaming at that moment, you go to my Discord, link in the description below, and there's a channel there called Ask Vac, and you just ask me anything you want to ask, and I promise you I'll get you an informed answer as soon as possible. But since we're here for right now, you go ahead and shoot, not me again. You let me know what you want to see. Oh, that was nice. I love that kill animation. And now it's just time to take down Groot. So hello, if you're just joining us, this is Mortytown TV. I'm Vac. Come on in, get swifty.
Oh yeah, you gotta get swifty. You gotta get swifty in here.
I got plenty of Blitz credits to burn, so we're just going to burn through some more of these teams. Put some good matchups in front of this Black Order. They're going to be able to score more points for me than anybody else. Not that I care about the score at this point, because I don't really care about getting any more Ronin shards, but still. So here, 590, 595, 613K. This will actually be a difficult fight. Let's do this. It's always, when you're facing a really tough Captain Marvel, it's always tough. Always. Okay, so in the spirit of that, and since we can hit these two symbiotes while we do it, let's go right at Danvers and see if we can't overpower her and get her off the board as fast as possible. We'll save that flip for whenever Miss Marvel taunts us off of her, which should be any minute now. But we got her. There we go, man. This was two basics. That was two basic attacks with Thanos. It is crazy how powerful that guy is now when you've got him fully empowered. Oh, it's insane. I would probably say he's inevitable, but you know, it's probably passé by now. All right, so a lot of good retaliatory damage. Let's aim ourselves at Spider-Man's symbiote with this ultimate so that we'll be able to hit all three of these people. We'll reapply our taunt over there. We're going to jack up symbiote Spider-Man since he's easily the most dangerous person on the field. And we might be able to kill all three of them with this health drain. Let's see. Do not despair. For you all being killed by the children of Thanos. I don't really remember how that goes. I gotta watch that again. So let's see here. You got Black Bolt, Ultron, Phoenix, Minerva, Colossus, Symbiote Spider-Man, and Hela. Well, you got Symbiote Spider-Man. You're ahead of the game on everything there. You're ahead of where I was. So what I would do is I would honestly, you're on that third node, the one with all of the damn Miss Marvels who are taunting off each other. That node is murder. It sucks terribly. I would definitely make sure that you've got. I wouldn't worry about tanking too much because they're just going to roll right through you. So what I would do is I would take in Phoenix, I'd take in Black Bolt, I'd take in Ultron. I think I would probably hold Minerva until you get to Cosmic, but she still wouldn't be bad. I would go Phoenix, Black Bolt, Ultron, maybe like Minerva and Hela, right? And the main thing you're going to want to do is just get in there every day and do as much damage as you can while you're there. So your main goal for the whole day when you walk in there is keep Phoenix alive long enough to use her ultimate, right? That's the main thing you're trying to do. So when you go in there, do not stealth the group with Phoenix. That's a big no-no. Don't do that. Because if you stealth everybody and Phoenix is the only person they're looking at and you've got 8, 9, 10 enemies on the field, they're going to kill Phoenix and then kill Phoenix again before anybody else comes out of stealth or does much to help you. So chill on that, right? Just come out there and use her regular abilities. Don't use the stealth. And just do as much damage as you can. And then when you get her killed and she comes back, then you really want to try to flood the field with Ultron bots and just give them other targets to hit that are not Phoenix once you've got her dead, right? Once you get that Dark Phoenix out, you're just hopefully giving them other targets to hit until you can get Phoenix's ultimate off. And if you can get Phoenix's ultimate off, that's more damage than pretty much anybody else is going to do except maybe Minerva. If I were you, I'd probably forget about keeping Minerva till Cosmic. Take Minerva in every node you can because it's just like Dark Dimension 2. Minerva is going to do a flat 10% damage to everybody's health pool. And so every other person in the game, when they go into Dark Dimension, their damage is less impactful because the enemies you're fighting have these massively inflated health pools, right? Well, Minerva does 10% flat damage, so she actually gets better when she goes in there. Because while everybody else is doing a flat number, this is how much damage they do, X amount of damage modified by these percentages based off of their abilities. She's just doing 10% of everybody's health. So that means not only can she hit up to 10 people on the field, she's going to do 10% of their health pools every time. And since that's so much freaking health, she's going to heal everybody on your team to full. Like that, right? So if you take her in there and try to keep her alive, it's even better if you can have some kind of energy generation for her. But if you just if you can get her ultimate off, and if you can get Phoenix's ultimate off, that's a pretty good day, right? I mean, there's no way to rocket through this quickly. You kind of just got to take your time with it. I'm only putting in the cores to refresh once a day, and I'm not even sure if that's wise, to be honest. If you're on a tight budget, I wouldn't even recommend that. So DD3, man, it's a painful game mode no matter what you do. But it seems like you've got a good selection of characters there to get things done. So I think you're in pretty good shape, not me again. I think you're in pretty good shape. All right, so the toughest team we're facing right here is this one. Let's go get them. So I hope that was helpful. Now, what you could do to save yourself some costs is, since you have more than 5 characters, is just take, no matter what you do, take Minerva and Phoenix in, and then swap characters out for the second run so you can save yourself some core costs, you know? There's not really a trick. You absolutely, it helps to bring somebody in that can drop taunts, right? But Minerva will do it. The reason Minerva and Phoenix are really is because they're just going to do blam. They're just going to do big damage to everybody, and so if you're damaging all of those girls at once, then their self heals become less impactful. Because what they'll do is you'll be working one of them down, and then another one will taunt you off, and then before you get back to that first one, she self-heals, and then you end up doing a whole lot of nothing. So you really need those big ultimates, those overpowering abilities to get them wore down. And it takes time, man. I think I was on that node for 2 weeks. Easy 2 weeks. It may be closer to 3. I mean, it's taken me months to get through Dark Dimension 3. It is a miserable game mode that I am not fond of. No, there's no trick to it, I'm afraid. It's just the obvious, right? Like, you definitely want to get those Miss Marbles off the field as quick as you can. But it's just hard to do. There's no easy way to do it. Honestly, we're probably all lucky I didn't quit the game during that node. Because it was pretty brutal. Drain a little health here. So, I mean, these are 600k teams I'm fighting, and we're just walking through them. This is such a good team, and I cannot wait to get them a little higher. If I can get that 7th red star on Thanos, I've got the upgrade tokens to do it. I'm just waiting to see him in the store. Then that's probably going to push him to about 120k, a little higher, I think. And so then we're looking at a great damn team here. And I'm looking forward to getting them up around 550. And I can't wait to see how my arena shard thinks of that. They're probably tired of looking at me, if I'm being honest. They probably all hate me. I don't know that. I was friends with Native. I'm going to miss talking to him. But let's see here. 600k Wakanda. Let's try that. I'm gonna miss talking to Native. The other guys that are in like major contention in my arena, like I never have talking to them, and it was just happenstance that I struck up a friendship with Native. Yeah, thank you. Yeah. Well, I want to get him. I got 1/7 red star on the team now in Corvus, and I'd like to get a second one with Thanos. And then I probably after that I'm going to try to get Maw from 4 red stars to 5 red stars. And basically everything that I pull out of Dark Dimension 3, I'm planning on putting into Black Order. Not the gear so much, because I'm finished. They're all 14 now, but I don't know what happened. No, all I know is that in Casino's stream earlier tonight, he said that he had talked to Native, and Native was a pretty regular watcher of Casino's stream. That's where I met him. It was in the chat watching Casino stream, right? And I was like, hey, aren't you in my arena? And he's like, oh my God, it's back. And then we started talking on Discord, and we were friendly ever since. I'm going to go ahead and flip now. So all I know is that Casino said on his stream earlier that he had spoken to Native's alliance mates, and they had told him that he had passed away, that they had talked to the family, and that Native had passed away. And I don't know the specifics. I don't know what happened. I don't really even feel like it's my place to ask. but I'm sure going to miss the guy because he was a great player. He was fun to talk to. And, you know, it's always sad. It's always sad. So we're earning ourselves some chimichangas. Now we're up to 50 a pop, so I don't think I'm going to push that any further. I am kind of out of content to do for the moment. I'm going to check the war real fast. So I apologize to those of you who are just now jumping in, but unless we can come up with something to do, I don't know where we're going to go from here. If somebody wanted to do a PvP challenge and fight me on screen, I'm more than willing to accept that. Either classic or balanced draft. I'm not trying to bully anybody or overpower anybody. So we're still looking good here. We're getting the reactor going, but I don't have any energy to put toward it. But I do have energy on Baxos. Now that's something we could do. In fact, I need to spend some on Baxos. He's got 4. So what I'll do is I'm going to take you and flip your view over to the free-to-play account, i.e. the Baxalax. Here he is. And we're going to go into reactor. And are we going to take these teams out? I don't know. But we're going to try. We're going to at least try with this 300k Guardians of the Galaxy. And so I have a 350k BKT. And let's see if that can pull it off through this defense boost. Yeah, I thought Native was a really good guy. I spent a lot of time talking to him in Discord. We did a lot of theory crafting. The day that Black Order came out, he really helped me test the team. And I'm really going to miss him. I am really going to miss him. Don't you kill my Minerva. Hang in there, Minerva. All right, there we go. So let's get a little health there. We'll finish off their tank, and I can't taunt, but whatever. So we're gonna clear all this mess with the cleanse on. I would have rather done the defense up there, but we had to get the cleanse going and get rid of those disrupts. So from here, we definitely want to blind Rocket, because he's going to do most of the damage, and I also think he's got an ultimate coming up here soon. We'll go ahead, and I don't need the health, but we'll do the damage to everybody. And keep working Rocket. I would feel way better with a taunt, but these death proofs will make me feel a little better. Okay, and the fact that we blinded Rocket, that worked out perfectly. So our Rocket is also blinded, so we're going to have to wait a turn before we get our big hitter there. All right, keep working the little guy down. He's going to taunt. He's going to taunt, but that's not going to matter. We'll probably finish him with this. There we go. Okay, so it looks like we're going to pull this off. I'm pretty confident we've got this now. Nate, I am down, sir. Let me finish up these war attacks on Baxos, and we'll do a best of 3 and then wrap up the show. What do you say? I didn't even know you were here, buddy. Everybody, welcome Nate. Nate is one of our oldest and strongest members of our alliance. Not like old as like he's old, but he's been around with our alliance for a long time. He's one of our officers. He's a guy that didn't come to this game with me, but joined later, and I'm so glad to have him. He's also a fantastic drafter in PvP, and beats me now and then with a good draft, no doubt about it. Not me again. Thanks for dropping by the stream, man. Glad to see you. Come on back anytime. All right, let's get rid of these slows. Groot, quit resin. Let's taunt here just to be sure. He does do pretty good single target damage, this group, when he wants to, with that big hammer fist. Okay, I got a few more energy to burn through on Baxos, and this reactor is definitely where we want to do it. This is where we're going to be able to stack some points on. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to attack this Asgard team with not with my good teams, but with something that's just kind of mid-range. And what we're going to try to do, we might pull this off, but I doubt it. But hopefully we can just do some damage and get rid of the boosts. Matter of fact, let's not use this team. Let's go with this is one of his better teams. We'll do his brawlers. This team is about slated to be killed. This team is rest in peace, done. They're going to be broken apart for the young Avengers pretty soon here. Once some new characters release in the upcoming month. And so I'm going to get what playtime I can with them. I am pretty fond of them, but I guess what I'm going to do is move my Captain Marvel over to my Kree team with Ultimus, and that'll probably be a pretty good team. I might even throw Minerva in there as well, in which case they'll be a good team. They'll be kind of a meta killer. So what we're really trying to do here is eat up their deflex, right? And just get them to use their ultimate abilities, like so. Get them to use the taunt. Hopefully I can get around far enough that Loki will use his stealths, which will put the next. We're not going to beat him, but the next Morty that comes in here is going to have a really easy time comparatively, and that's all we're looking to do. This is just a softening up attack. And that's what we tell our guys. We all focus targets, right? We all attack the same person in war. I don't care if you can't beat somebody in the room that I've called. That's who I want you to attack. And as long as your attack is not going to help them by letting them heal up, then you can do some good in there. Even if you only kill one character, even if you just drop a boost, there's a lot of good that can be done in dropping a boost and eating up those ultimates. So now the next person that comes in to fight this team, they don't have those defense boosts, and they're not going to have all of their fancy toys to play with because they'll all be on recharge. So it'll be an easier fight for the next guy to come in there. But that's not going to be us. We're going to see about attacking this brawler team, actually. And we'll take his Ultron team. Well, we might be able to punch up with his Brotherhood, but let's try. He's got a fairly decent kind of rando team that I put together to go with his Ultron. There we go. It's a small punch down, and of course having Ultron is a big bonus here. So this account doesn't get the same amount of work done as my primary account. But I mean, there's about a 6 million TCP difference. But this account has come a long way since the release of the game. Don't you die. Or die. Do what you got to do. Okay. So we're going to go right at Danvers then, because this may go bad on us, it looks like. Let's summon some robots and get this thing going. Let's see if we can stun her. That'll be great. That's awesome. Let's put our buffs up, do a little healing, see if we can't move her off the field. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about, Ultron. You big baddie, you. Alright. So now it will behoove us to get Miss Marvel down before she self-heals. There we go. Let's go ahead and try to get Gamora gone since she has that offense up, and I don't like that. I don't like that. Let's strip it for one. That's one handy use for the operative, who does not really see the field with my shield team ever anymore. I used to use her, particularly in raids, but now I have a little more of an offensive build for shield that I prefer. And I run it on both these accounts. Because the team already had plenty of defense and sustain. I think we all knew that, right? I just summon with a full field. I'm an idiot. Alright, so let's keep it moving. This is pretty much all over but the crying. Let's see if we can't knock America Chavez out of there, and then it's just us and Peter Parker, and he ain't gonna hang in there long. Okay, so let's see now. I have one attack left. I think I'll save it. Because those are both kind of maybes. He's got a few halfway decent teams left, but I don't know if they can beat those if these meta teams. I don't think they can. So we'll just hang off on that. We got a nice point lead. We'll just we'll let that sit. Real quick, while I have you off of VAC, I'm going to check our defense real quick off screen. As a general rule, I don't like to show our defense because every now and then we get people that we're fighting against who are watching the stream, and I'm not looking to throw a war. So that'll pretty much wrap that up. Defense looks good. So I'll come back off stream later and call the final route for our guys. So for now, we'll swap back over to the big guy. And let's go do some PvP with Nate. What do you say? I think that sounds fun. So Nate, buddy, if you're still here, here it comes. We're going to do a best of 3, and then we're going to wrap up the show for the night. So if you got anything else you guys would like to see, throw it out there, and we'll try to address it before we wrap things up. But the next part of the program is going to be me and Nate engaging in our... Oh man, there's insane on my contact list. Where is my Nate? Where's Nate? Hang on. Nate, say something in guild chat. I guess I don't have you on contacts. I thought for sure I did. I don't know what happened there. Or you know what? We don't have to do that. We can just go to the Alliance. Hello, if you're just joining us. You got here right toward the end of the stream, but hang around because we're about to do a best of 3 versus PvP series. Oh, did I not see you there? I missed you? Okay, my bad. Where you at, Nate? There you are, buddy. Versus battle. Classic draft. Now, I got a few million TCP on Nate, but he can compete. Every day of the week he compete, and he's a great drafter. He also, you guys are going to enjoy this, he wants to show you his thing, I'm sure, because his thing is incredible. He's got a 7 red star of the thing. It is, I don't ever want to see it in the field. I'm going to ban it immediately. So I'm going to get rid of that, and I'm going to get rid of Phoenix, because I know he'd like to use Phoenix. So he's going to get... I don't know who he's going to ban. He always kind of surprises me sometimes. All I know is I'm scared to death of that thing. Sinister, good choice. Good choice. I got a real good Sinister. He can cause a lot of problems. And Symbiote Spider-Man. He knows I like to use Symbiote Spider-Man. And I don't blame him for doing that. So with my first pick, I'll take Black Bolt. He's going to take... Oh, I don't know. I don't know. Who's it going to be, Nate? Thanos and Maw. Are you trying to put a Black Order team together on me? What is this? What is this? Okay, I will take Yo-Yo. And I'm going to go all the way down here and take Ultron. I would love to get a 6th red star on Yo-Yo. It would be so sweet. But the truth is at 100K and 5 red stars, she's got enough focus to do her job. And her job is just to cut everybody's damage in half. She does some damage herself, but you've really got to be, you got to have her leveled up to do good damage. And she does do good damage if you've got her at equal level. But you could take an underpowered Yo-Yo into a fight, and she'll more than likely do her job and cut everybody's damage in half. Not Magneto, man. Mag and Jugs, that's a great combination, right? So now he's got 4 characters, and both of them are a 2-man team that synergizes well. So do I get rid of the Maw? Do I get rid of, and break apart Maw and Thanos? Who do I do here? Like, this is that's a tough choice. So let's see what I got left to pick from. I think I'm going to give him the same situation to deal with, and I'm going to take Corvus Maw and his wife, Proxima Midnight. So Nate takes Captain Marvel as his final pick. Great pick. And he gets to reject one of mine. And if I did my job right, he's kind of agonizing over this decision. So he got rid of Black Bolt. And that probably was a pretty good choice. I am going to counter by getting rid of... I'm going to get rid of Magneto. I don't want to deal with that. And then I get to pick first for this final selection. And no Black Bolt, so I will counter with Falcon. And he's going to fill in his empty spot with Minerva. Good choice, man. Good choice. So that's like a 100K punch up for him. Doable. But he's at a disadvantage. I've got a deeper roster. I've got more characters to pick from. So Nate's a hell of a sport for doing this. He's also a great character. He's a great player. And so he's going to compete with me no matter what. Sometimes I come out here and shred him. Sometimes he really comes and he punches up and smacks me in the face and I don't see it coming. So I'm going to start off just by offensing down Captain Marvel, who's about to hit everybody real strong. Then we're going to throw a little damage around with my Yo-Yo, which gets Corvus stealthed. All right, here comes... Oh, no, don't kill Proxima. Ah, so close. Nice. I'm going to throw some speed, some turn manipulation up there, give everybody some speed bar. We'll summon some bots. All right, so now he's taunted me. So there's nothing I can do here, but really, honestly, this is the 3 people I wanted to hit anyway. So let's see how we do. That got rid of Minerva and put a pretty good wallop onto Thanos, because Corvus gets an additional, he gets a bonus damage if the person has a defense up on them. So basically, it just kind of negates the defense up and makes it easier to take down those tough tanks. But what I really need to be doing is hitting that Captain Marvel over there. So I'm going to try to get Thanos off the field, but he has death proofs. We're going to strafe the field with Falcon, and that'll take care of Thanos. Buff and heal, and then hopefully there we go. That took care of Danvers. So now he's held me up there. We'll go with the power couple. We're just going to try to wear through jugs, which is not an easy thing to do most of the time. He's going to heal up. More power couple action. The way they assist each other 100% on their basics when you got them maxed is really strong. You wouldn't think it would mean that much, but it does. All right. Good game, Nate. All right, so one more. We're going to do a best of 3. So maybe 2 more. I don't want to get ahead of myself. I don't want to get ahead of myself because Nate can hit me. There's a plenty of matches where I've fought Nate probably a good dozen or more times now, and there's plenty of, probably more closer to 2 dozen at this point, because we fought a lot back when the Versus first came out, and there's no doubt that that Nate, he gets me with a left hook sometimes, where I'll go into a battle thinking that I've got him coming out of the draft, like, oh man, he made a mistake, I got him now. And then he just hits me out of nowhere from left field, man. And then it's just difficult for me to come back when he catches me by surprise like that. So here's what I'm going to do. I've got the first draft and the first ban again. I'm going to leave the man his thing. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to ban Phoenix. And I'm going to ban Magneto. Corvus, good pick. I got him really jacked up right now. He's the strongest person on my roster at the moment. Man, you know I love that Falcon. So I'm going to go with Black Bolt. Once again, I think he'll probably ban him. But I got to try. I got to try, man. Because Black Bolt is too good. Too good. So Nate's got 2 picks. I'm guessing Maw and the Thing. Called it. All right. I'll take Mr. Sinister and Yo-Yo, because I just love me some Yo-Yo. So now 2 picks to Nate. Invisible Woman, good pick. And Thanos again. All right. Then I will co-opt this cat. I know he's going to want to pick Captain Marvel, so I'm going to pick Captain Marvel. And I'll finish it off with the bot head once again and take Ultron. And Nate, for his final pick, he's going to take Taskmaster. No. Namor? No. I don't know. I don't know who he's going to take. Johnny Storm. Okay. All right. And then who's he going to boot off of my team? Black Bolt, of course. So I will... I'm going to ditch Ebony Maw. And to replace Black Bolt, I will go with... I would like to go with Falcon. Meh. But I can't do that, so... didn't ban Symbiote Spider-Man. So on you, buddy. Scientist Supreme. Oh man. Okay, we got a good fight here. As it usually ends up being with me and Nate, it's about 100K punch up for him. He's a hell of a sport to even jump in here and do this. They should be, Frank. I mean, they should be. You might need a little more gear on them. Do you have them to gear tier 11? All right, so we're just going to go right at Scientist Supreme because we don't have much choice here. Needed to get rid of her. Next up, Invisible Woman. We'll finish off Johnny. Sure, Frank. Sure. I'm going to summon our bots. And then, now who's got a thing, huh, Nate? Huh? Alright, so now we need to kill Thanos as quick as we can. We're going to get the thing on that. What just happened? Goodness gracious. Okay, I gotta get this thing. This is the first time I think I've actually faced the thing. So I need to get Thanos dead as quick as possible so I can start wearing the thing down. Because this guy is beef, man. This guy is Atlas-like in power. So I don't think my thing is going to really compare. But we're going to just keep knocking away at him. Try to get rid of those buffs. There we go. We're just basically going to overwhelm him with numbers at this point. And, man, I'm scared of that thing. Who was that he one-shotted there a second ago? It was Yo-Yo, wasn't it? He one-shotted Yo-Yo, it looked like to me. It went quick, man. I blinked and she was gone. So bravo there, man. If he had a team full of those, right? I don't think I can stand up to this guy. I'm really looking forward to seeing what our matches are going to look like when he closes the distance between our rosters, because he's been slowly but surely doing that for a while now, and I expect that trend to only continue. So, good game, Nate. Good game, man. As always, sir. Thank you so much. Alright, so I don't have any more arena attacks I can do. Somebody knocked me down to 3, but we'll just deal with that in the morning. I think that the war, I got nothing more I can do in there. We're in pretty good shape. Working our way down through reactor. Yeah, we're in good shape. Somebody took a crack at that Asgard team, and good hustle, JD, good hustle. Okay, so they're all but gone now. So, let's see. Unless I got some extra raid attacks I can do, we can do one more U7 real quick. And then after that, we'll call it. So this is my Fire and Forget U7 team. I'm probably going to use the same team when we get to the next difficulty level. It probably will be a little less Fire and Forget, particularly toward the end of the lane. But I still think it's going to handle things just fine. So we're just going to put them on, fast forward, and we're just going to start taking this thing apart. Get it over to Ronin now. Oh, that helps. Black Bolt is so overwhelming. Nice. Yeah, Frank. So I did the Invisible Woman event with Baxos, my free-to-play account, yesterday or the day before, and his Sinister Six, they're all 6 stars, I believe, and I think they're like all told, I think they're like 180k power, maybe 200. I haven't put like a ton of gear into them, but I did raise them a little in anticipation of the event, and they got through it pretty good. I got her open. I didn't get her finished by any stretch of the imagination, but I got her open. Let's get on Cyborg. No, never mind. He's gonna taunt. Who taunts with crossbones? Man, there was a time that ability would finish anybody off, but not anymore, man. Power creep. The power creep is real. All right, Frank, I'll try to get a chance to look at it before I go to bed. I will have to be up early in the morning to put that for that last final push in the war, and to do that U7 node. So I think that's going to about wrap us up tonight. We're a little over 2 hours. We've gotten all of our stuff done. I got 116 energy now. Where the hell is all this energy coming from? Let's go spend that on Carnage real fast. There we go. And one more. Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, Mortys and non-Mortys, that's going to wrap us up for the night. It's been a hell of a pleasure being here with you. I've had a lot of fun. I want to thank Nate, our special guest star tonight, for the PvP matches. That was a heck of a lot of fun as well. He's a heck of a sport. So everybody, thank you for riding along. If you enjoyed what you saw, give us a like, give us a subscribe. We're not trying to make any money off this, but we do want to get more eyes on the channel and get ourselves out there a little more. So we'd sure appreciate it. If you're interested in getting live alerts for these streams and etc. and the videos that I'm putting out, you can join the Discord in the description below. You can ask me questions. There's an Ask Back channel. Pretty much, you can hang out at Blitz and Shits and get yourself play some Roy. It's whatever you want to do. You can check my roster out. You can brag about yours, and then we got a spot for funny memes and stuff like that too. So come on in, hang out. We're trying to build ourselves a community, and we'd love for you to be a part of it. So till I see you again, everybody, be cool, keep gaming. I'm Vac, and I'm out of here.